Hello, everyone. My name is Silas Sonnenberg. I was born and raised in Lubbock, Texas. This is currently my second semester in the Strategic Communication and Innovation Master's program. When it comes to work, I like to keep myself busy and constantly look for different opportunities for me to be able to kind of grow in my knowledge and my skill as an audio engineer. Currently, I am the production manager for the Allen Theater. Basically, you get to coordinate with different student orgs and departments and entities outside of Texas Tech to host different events and productions inside the theater. I work with all the audiovisual equipment, rigging, literally anything you can think of in the theater. That's what I'm working with. I also get to work with a fantastic team of student assistants, which help me run the theater and make sure all productions and events go smoothly and well. Outside of that, I'm also the director of AV for a local church, and there I basically am in charge of the maintenance of all audiovisual equipment, make sure everything's good to go for Sunday mornings, and then for the Sunday morning worship service, I run sound. Outside of that, I still like to keep myself neck deep in productions whenever I can, work with different companies and venues and groups all around the West Texas area. Currently, my main kind of side gig is I run sound for the Spur 327 band, which is a local country band here in Lubbock. You should check them out on Spotify and iTunes. They're really great, but might be a little biased. When it comes to my experience with advertising, marketing, and PR, I don't really have any experience when it comes to kind of the upper level, market research and planning and implementation of these, massive IMC campaigns. Most of my experience comes from the content creation side of things. Back in my undergrad studies as a CMI major at Texas Tech, I worked with a local church as their media and technology intern, and among running all of the AV stuff for different services and whatnot, I also was their videographer. So I worked with a lot of the pastors and ministers to create videos, like announcement videos for the week, and then also some promotional material for upcoming events that the church was hosting. And then for some of the bigger ones, I would also shoot video during the event, kind of compile up a recap video to share with the congregation so they could kind of see what was going on. I also have done some freelance videography work, working with nonprofits to create videos to promote different events and conferences that they're hosting. So that's kind of the extent of my advertising, marketing, and PR experience. For my favorite IMC campaign would absolutely have to be the Shure SM58 50th anniversary campaign. Basically, the SM58, for those who don't know, is this bad boy. Let's see if I can get my camera to focus on it, maybe. I think it looks like a little bit. Anyway, this microphone right here. It's the most world-renowned vocal microphone for live productions, and it's usually number one, and if it's not, it's number two right behind the SM57, which is another Shure mic. But the reason I like the campaign so much is they really tried to integrate and bring in the community itself, whether that be audio engineers, musicians, pretty much anyone who was in direct contact with the microphone, they invited to participate and be a part of their campaign. Some of the things they did is they released a few limited edition versions of it. One was just a straight up 50th anniversary edition that Shure released, and then another couple cool limited edition collector microphones that they did is actually partnered with The Who and the Beatles, which are two of the kind of big groups during the creation of the SM58 that used it for their live tours. And then kind of going back to the stories and the kind of community that they brought together for the campaign, one of my favorite elements of that is they actually took the stories of people who interacted with the microphone to tell the story about how durable it was. So they people who their road cases had gotten flooded with water, and how they were able to take the microphones out, dry them out, and they were still ready to go, or they got stuck in below freezing temperatures for 24, 48 hours, and after a little bit of thawing, the microphones were good to go. Sure actually even took it a step further beyond just those stories, and actually kind of went and tested to see how far they could push the microphone. They threw it off buildings, ran it over with cars, and then after they were done, they changed the grill out, which is this part right here, put a new one on, handed it to a vocalist, and then ran a show with it with absolutely no issues. So it's a cool mic, cool history, and that's kind of why it's my favorite campaign. So yeah, that's just me, some of my experiences. I look forward to learning alongside all of y'all this class, and as always, wreck 'em.